Okay, good afternoon, everyone. So today we are meeting again in our subject, that is geoinformatics for forestry and ecology, in which we will be studying in today's class the forest working plans. What are these plans? Why we need to make these forest working plans, and what is a method which different state governments or state forest divisions they are making, on which methodology these working plans. So let's discuss one by one. What is firstly the working plans, the forest working plans, and why we need these working plans. So while we are talking about these working plans has defined as a written instruments for forest management. Okay, so they act like a written instrument where we can have each and every information of a particular forest division. If we are taking the forest working plans, because generally these plans are made for a particular forest division within a state forest departments. Okay, so these forest departments, they are distributed at different forest division levels, and for each division you have a working plan in which you have each and every information related to the forest of that particular forest division. So that's why we can call these forest working plan as a instrument where we can have each and every information for the requirement of forest management activities. Now these working plans, they are aiming at the continuity of policy and actions, and both prescribing and controlling basic operation in the forest estate over a period of year. Okay, so each and every information, maybe that is related to the any policy or any actions which has been taken for rectification of different kinds of forest activities, or maybe having both the things, policies and the actions, which have contributed an important role for the forest area of that particular division for a period of time. So that means when we are talking about these forest working plans, we are talking about the management of forest of that particular forest division within a year of time. Then the working plans is a principal document at the forest level where different facts are organized in a single platform to attain different objectives of the development of forests into those areas, and these are the action programs. These plans, they are also having the information related to the diversity of the forests in the area, and then enumerations of the goals of forest management, they are also being described or discussed in these forest working plans. Then selection of alternatives, if there is a policy, that whether we have to continue with this same policy which we are following from the last 1 year or 10 years, or we have to go for the selection of some alternative policy so that the forest can be managed in a proper way, or we can have the information about the coordination of different things. Okay, so in brief, what we can say that these working plans, they are actually acts as an instrument for different kinds of forest management related activities, aiming aiming towards the continuities of different actions and the policy making, which are playing an important role for different kinds of forest management related activities within a period. Okay, they got automatically revised on in the form of those working plans, but if you see, these working plans issues, they come in every 10 years. Okay, but the modification, the updation of the different forest related activities, they are being continuously updated as yearly basis or as 5 yearly basis. But the upgraded version of a particular forest working plans, they release those working plans in a span of 10 years. For example, in 1991, then 2001, then 2011, then 2021. Okay, so this is how these working plans they act like, and different life level of informations they are being stored into those working plan for the management of the different forest activities. Okay, so that one can get all the facts which are related to a particular forest division in a single place. If you go through those working plans, you will get each and every information of the particular forest area. For example, we have a Shimla forest division. I am taking an example of my study area during my research work. So I have worked on Shimla Forest Division. I have worked on complete Shimla for Forest Circle. Okay, so each and every information. Now that Shimla Circle that is having 5 forest divisions. Okay, so each division has its detailed forest working plan which covers the information about each and every prospect or characteristics of that forest division. Okay, so I have tried to integrate all the 5 divisions working plan and got the basic information about the complete Shimla forest circle. Okay, so this is how these working plans they act like. Now these working plans they can have two parts. The first part is related to the different measurements, different characteristics of these forests. Okay, and how different forests are being disturbed, or what kind of products you are getting. Matlab, each and every information, whether that is related to social development of that area, economic development, or some wildlife related facts, some transportation, some other factors. So all these factors they are being covered in the first part of that working management plan, and then the second part is related to the completely management activities. Okay, so through one case study I will try to give you a brief how these forest management working plans they look like, and how do you retrieve different informations if you suppose working in your coming dissertation semesters for any kind of forest related topic. Okay, so let me share my screen first, and then we will have an idea regarding the forest working plan. So this is a in brief how these working plans they look like. Okay, they and this is a working plan which I have tried to give you as a sample. Okay, so this is a working plan for Udhampur Forest Division of JNK. Okay, from 2015 to 16 to 25-26 session. As I told you in the beginning that these plans they are being made for 10 years. Okay, so this is a brief introduction about the plan. Now this is a table of content. This is of our interest now. Okay, so I told you that this forest management plans or working plans they are being divided into two parts. In first part we have the facts on which the proposals are based on, means the different activities of the forest is being stored in part 1, and the future management part is discussed in the second part of the this thing working plan. Okay, so in brief we have different chapters. Okay, in chapter 1 we have the forest management related things. Now what is this forest management? Forest management is defined as a practical application of the specific technical, scientific, and economic principles of forestry. Okay, so forest management, how we can define it? When we are focusing about the scientific, technical, and economic principles of forestry, not a basic subject itself. Forest management concerned with the practical application of these application areas to estate for achieving different objectives under the forest management activities. Now the subjects on which the forest management is grounded is silviculture, ecology, geology, soil sciences, botany, mensuration, pathology, economics, and finance, etc. Now, what are the goals of these forest management activities or the functions? So, these forest management activities, they aims on three basic functions. The first function is to control and composition of the structure of growing stock. What is a growing stock? Composition and structure in a particular area, how to control that. Second, harvesting and marketing of the produces. And thirdly, the administration of the forest property and the personals. So it is the job of the forest management to constantly manage the growing stock. Okay, now about this point, it is a duty of the different forest official to have a check on the growing stock to achieve a given object of management. The scope of the management encompasses with the wide range of activities like site adaptation, what site has to be adopted, choice of species, what kind of, like maybe some area is good for sal, but we have grown there some other species, so it is of no use. Obviously the growing stock and the other thing will be less. So choice of species, manipulations of stand, harvesting produces, regeneration, protection, transport, communications, what are the routes, and then what are the marketing data, sales, produces kya hai, values of additions kya hai, how and what kind of revenues we are able to generate from those areas, distributions of benefits, forest organizations, management of personals, monitoring and evaluation of works, financial management and efficiency, integration in the rural development. All these are the part of the control over the composition and structure of growing stock. Then what are the objectives? What are the objectives of these forest management activities? Now, while we are talking about these activities, the forests of India are mostly state owned and are managed at various purposes like productive, protective, recreational, and bioaesthetics. Okay, so we have these kinds of activities due to which these forests, they are being owned by different owners. Okay, so productive purposes of forestry are including the different kinds of activities where the working specific norms, the forestry and forests are primarily managed for direct material benefits. Okay, then the management objective would be to minimize the product of timber and other marketable forest produces on the sustained basis and maximize the economic growth. Okay, so here in case of the productive purpose or the production purpose, the main aim is to enhance or maximize the economic return as far as different produces are concerns. Okay, so here the main focus is to enhance the economic values of the different forest produces. Okay, so the second one is the protective purpose or protection purpose. Okay, so in this case, the forests are managed for indirect benefits, where we are talking about the growing stock, but the complex ecosystem which should be managed to obtain the supporting and regulating services of forest. For example, wildlife reserves, national parks, the objective is not to harvest the produces and find a way to earn more revenue, but the aim of these protective or protection related forestry activities is to maintain the good habitats and wildlife diversity, and to protect these habitats of different wildlife, so that the biological diversity can be managed in a proper way. So here the aim is to protect the environment, protect the wildlife and the biological diversities within a particular wildlife sanctuary or a national park. Okay, so here we are not directly going for the economic benefits, but we are going for the other benefits of the forest, which are related to the wildlife habitats management, and then the biodiversity management. Then the third one is the recreational. So these information is also there in the this working plans. The recreational and bioaesthetics. Okay, so here in case of recreational and bioaesthetic forestry, the forests are managed to enhance or enrich the bioaesthetic values and the recreational potentials within the forest areas. Okay, so what does it mean? The focus of management here in this case is to maintain the woody lands and natural landscapes, ecological parks of species of interest, wetlands as a habitat of birds, other aquatic species, greeneries, aesthetic beauties, etc., so that some part of wildlife reserves is also dedicated for recreational purposes or for tourism purposes. Okay, so the working plans. Okay, so working plans are having all these informations. Now let's have a look on the working plan which we are having as an example, the Udhampur Forest Division's working plan. So here you can see in part 1, the chapter 1, it is dealing with the tract deals with. Okay, so name and the situation, configuration of the ground, map showing the boundaries, geology, rock and soil related information, distribution of different formations of rocks in the area, then climate, what kind of climate and rainfall is there, what is the source of water supplies in that particular division, distribution and areas, state boundaries, okay, legal position, rights and commissions, and grazing area definition. Okay, so these are the content which can be covered in the first chapter, where the tract deal with information is focused. Okay, so here you can see we have talked about all these things. If you talk about the chapter second, okay, the chapter second of the working plan, here we have the forest flora and fauna, the information about the forest types in the areas, and forest faunal activities, where we have a record of the different species as faunal species and the floral species. So chapter 2 is about the forest flora and fauna, where we have two parts under chapter 1. In part 1, we have the detailed information about the forest types, along with the general description of the forest, what is the condition and the composition of forest, general description about the forest types. Okay, about the forest types. Firstly, we have a description about the forest and its condition and the composition. Secondly, under chapter 2, part A, we will be having the information about the forest types, then the status of natural generation of the forest, and then the injuries to which the crop is liable. What kind of forest infections or different injuries are there? That description is also there under forest flora part A. Then under chapter 2 we have part 2, in which we will be having a detailed information about the forest faunal distribution. So general description about the fauna, what are the mammals, what are the rodents, goat group, deer group, or the primates groups are there. Class apes, birds, and vultures. What are the different birds and vultures are there available? Reptiles, aquatic fauna, injuries to which fauna is liable. Okay, so that means the chapter 2 contains the floral and faunal distributions as far as their condition, their types, their status, and different injuries to these flora and fauna is concerned. Then we have the chapter 3, where we have the utilization of the produce is concerned. Okay. Now, as you seen that we have different kinds of faunal activities under this, we have different kinds of floral activities under this. So how do we utilize the different produces which we are getting from these forests or these faunal activities? So agriculture customs and wants of population. Okay, so what are the agriculture custom is being adopted there in that particular region, and what is the need of the population there? Market and marketable produces, what are the marketable produces, and what are the available market in which these produces can be sell or sent for the further processes. Then the non-wood forest produces, the non-wood produces are related to the other than woody, what herbs, what other things which we are getting from these forests. That line of export, what is the line of export, what is the method of extracting those produces of forest, then the cost of the extraction and the past or the current prices. So whatever produces are there, what is the nearest places of the marketplaces, and then what are the produces which are non-produces or non-woody produces. Okay, then what kind of export activities are going on, and what method is being used for the extraction of these things, how do we set the cost for extraction, and whether we are fixing up the prices for the extraction or selling or buying anything for the forest. So we need to take the past and current prices into consideration. So all these records, they are being maintained under chapter 3. Then we have chapter 4. Okay, in chapter 4 we have the activities of forest department, corporation in harvesting and marketing of forest produces, and results of socio-economic survey. So in in fourth chapter we will have the different activities records which the different forest development corporations perform during harvesting and marketing of the produces, and what are the results of these activities as far as the social impacts are concerned, as far as the economic are concerned. So activities of different harvesting and marketing produces are concerned, that has been reported as chapter 4.1. Point one, outturn of major forest produces. Okay, what is the outturn of major for? First thing is what are the different activities of harvesting and marketing of different forest produces. Then what are the outturn of these activities in Udhampur Forest Division, and what is the result of these socio-economic surveys, and then poverty among the different people as a case study also we can take, and then the suggestions for mitigating the hardship faced by the people who are local over there in a particular place. So this is a standard format where in fourth chapter we can have the records, what are the different activities in collaboration with the forest department regarding harvesting and marketing of different forest produce is being done, and what are the results of these socio-economic surveys that has to be discussed. And based on that, what are the major problems or shortcomings are faced by the people residing in and around that particular forest division. Then we have chapter 5 where we have 5-year plans. Okay, key in 5 years what these departments will be performing. So introduction, development of forest during 5-year plans in India, and then plan outlay and expenditures of forest sector in a particular state for which these forest working plans are being made. Then the achievements of a particular forest division during a particular time period. Then focus of different plans of division, and then suggestions based on the conditions of the crop. So in fifth chapter, basically the 5-year plans has been calculated for which the previous and the current, and based on that the future scenarios can be decided for the forest working plan. Okay. Then we have chapter 6, where the information related to the staff and labor is there. Okay, so what are the different staffs and what are the labor supply in a particular forest division? Okay, so as I told you in the very beginning of the forest working plan, that in case of a working plan we will have each and every information, small information about the area or the division which we have or which we are studying that working plan. Okay, so staff and labor information, labor supply information in chapter 6. In chapter 7 we have the past system of management, that what kind of system for different kinds of forest management activities has been taken into consideration. Okay, so past history, different time periods, plans has been taken into consideration for specifically this chapter. Then based on that, number of buildings, nurseries, past revenue and expenditure, that also taken into consideration. Okay, clear? So for management we need to have different buildings where these offices can be set up. So those all the records has to be there while we are talking about this 7 plan. Then in chapter 8, the statistical growth and the yield. Okay, what inventories of different crops are there. So inventories method adopted. So what method has been adopted for these inventories, and the volume tables, the quality class. Okay, all these things were taken into consideration for the chapter 8, in which we have the statistics and the growth yield. Okay, then we have in part 2 the future management discussed, and prescribed. Okay, so as I told you in the beginning that this working plans has been divided into two major parts, part 1, part B, part 2. In part 1 we have each and every information about everything, whether you talk about the uh, forest type, forest densities, forest fauna types, fauna densities, different disturbances in these faunal and floral activities, how we can manage these activities, and then the different routes, different transport activities, different socio-economic developments, okay, how they are being done. All those kind of things are there in part 1. In part 2 we have the future management discussed and prescribed. In chapter 9, which is a part of part 2, we have the basic proposal for the management. Now in proposal we have the objects of management. What are the objectives which we have taken for the forest management activities? What are the methods of treatment? Firstly, the objectives of the management, then we have the methods of treatment, okay, then constitution of working circles, then species wise distribution of area, then the blocks and compartments, what they are having, then the periods of plan. Okay, so all these planning which is related to the basic proposal, whether their objective for management, whether the different methods which will be being used for the treatment, under which circle we are studying this all things, what is the constitution of that working circle, what are the different species distribution in a particular area, and in which block compartment we need to go for different kinds of plannings, that will be being proposed based on the proposals. In chapter 10 we have the working plan for different tree types, okay, like general constitution of working circle, then general character of vegetation, special object of management, silviculture system adopted, exploitable size कितना है, rotation, what is a felling cycle over there particularly, and then the felling series क्या है, analysis and valuation of crops क्या है, yield क्या है, okay, yield by some other things, then annual size of cup, and then the cut per hectare, कितना कटिंग हो रहा है पर हेक्टेयर में, ठीक है, realization of yield, method of executing fellings, all these informations are being stored in case of the management where we are talking about the Deodar and Keel section in case of this Udhampur case study, but it will be as per the forest types in a particular area. Then working plan for fir selection, working plan, then working plan for cheer pine selection working plan, okay, so that we can have an information about each and every forest type, ki how they different activities related to their growth, related to their management, related to their cycles in which they develop, in which they go for different felling activities, okay, we have an information what are the different products which we are getting, how to go for the regeneration of the different trees or different forest type, while we are talking about pine, fir, spruce, or the cal blue pine, okay, so what are the controls which we need to take for the grazing activities which are there, okay, whether we go for artificial regeneration or natural, so all these things has to be planned. Working plan for rehabilitation come re-moistment working circle, okay, so here the general constitution of working circle, general characteristics of vegetation, special object of management analysis, crop, these kind of things are being done. what are the different treatment method has been taken for the rehabilitation of these trees, what are the different afforestation measures has been taken for the controlling of these things. Then the working plan for ecotourism working circle, then the working plan for the wildlife working circle, then working plan for the non-timber produces, okay, then working plan for fodder development circle, working plan for forest protection working circle, and then the plantation working circle, then joint forest management activities, watershed management, miscellaneous regulations and establishment and labor work, then the control forms, compartment histories, divisional journals, nursery journals, etc. And then we have the financial forecast and cost plan, okay, and finally the summaries and the prescriptions. So in the second part, as we have discussed that this is based on the future management of the different prescribed things. So firstly we have discussed about the basic proposals of the management, and then for each and every forest type, for each and every wildlife, for each and every rehabilitation or settlement, for each and every ecotourism, for each and every non-timber products, we have working strategies and how to go for different activities individually as far as these activities are concerned. That has been discussed in case of the second part of this working plan, where we have discussed the different working circles in terms of different forest types, different non-timber produces, different types of ecotourism development in a particular area, because we know that JNK, Himachal, and other kind of things, they have lots of forest where there is lot many nature park, wildlife sanctuaries, okay, all these kind of things are there, which are directly or indirectly maintaining the the wildlife habitat of those endangered species also, in terms of the flora and faunas are concerned. Then we have also joint forest management activities, where the different activities were taken up as far as the different level of people, they are joining their hands together for the development of forest with the forest departments like NGOs, then the joint forest management at the level of different villages, people, okay, or different other people who have different interests. They are joining their hands for the development of the forests in the area. And then watershed management, because watershed that play an important role for the the looking after these trees and all forest related activities. So objective of watershed management and codification of these watershed and participatory micro plannings and treatment plans of these watersheds has been also discussed in case of the management plan. Then miscellaneous regulations related to the buildings, roads, paths, bridges, firewood supply, timber distributions, pasture development, development of boxes, this pine, okay, layouts, maps, compartment descriptions, and working plan draft has been also discussed as a miscellaneous regulations. And then the establishment and labor plans, they are also being discussed at range, block, and beat levels, okay. Then in chapter 24, we have the control in terms of the control forms, compartment history files, divisional journals, plantation and nursery journals, and the guard books. Based on all these things, we can go for the controlling of different activities. Then in 25 chapter 2025, we have the financial forecast and expenditures, and in final chapter where we have the 26th chapter, where we have the summary of the prescription. Okay, so these are the different annexes. Now this is the different this botanical names of different tree types. Okay, then this is the botanical name for different plants and species. Again, this is some glossary of animals. Then these are some units which are being used. Now this is a typical forest working plan, which very quickly I will be showing you. This is part one, where we have the initial information about each and every information about the. Now the first chapter, as I told you, the track deal with. Okay, then so in so this is a brief where we have discussed that how these working plans are made, and what are the major content which is there in the working any forest working plan, where the plan is divided into two parts, part one and part two. Part one is having the basically the summary facts on which the proposals are based on, and in second we have the future management of these forests. Okay, so I think with this I am able to convey you the guideline or the outline of these working plans. I think in one more class we will see what is there inside the forest working plans, and how these working plans are being made. Okay, so in one more class I will be taking for this forest working plans, where we will be seeing how different tables, inventories are being done in case of these forest working plans. So with this I am concluding my today's lecture, uh, hoping that you all have understood the forest working plan outline. Okay, thank you very much. Now all of you can appear for your test in your LMS. I hope you have understand, or in case you have some queries. So tomorrow again we will be continuing a detailed description about these forest working plans, and I will be taking the forest working plan of Udhampur, that how they have entered different data sets, so that if any of you working in future with the different activities, so you have at least an idea that what kind of information you can get through these forest working plans. Okay, thank you very much. Hope we'll meet again for the same topic. Okay, thank you very much.